single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make something.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me by now, my name is Trini Lovely, and welcome. Today we're gonna have another interesting topic, and I'm actually gonna go right into it. Let's talk about set point and how a lot of people tend to actually give into that set point, and they don't change the dynamic of the set point. And when I think about the set point, let's go in and get a little deeper of what I mean by set point in life, right? Now, your ancestors plays a major role with this whole bloodline, right? This whole bloodline. And when you roll in to this realm, you're actually coming in on your parents' set point. So how successful your parents have done in life, by the time you were born, you're going to feel that early set of childhood on your parents' set point until you reach a certain age to create your own set point, right? If your parents are middle class and both parents are teachers, you're going to have a certain kind of lifestyle based on your parents' set point. If your parents are in a poverty line, right, and your parents is struggling financially, that child is going to have a certain kind of set point throughout life, right? And it's going to be certain kind of barriers within the two homes of set points for both children to actually get that door open to actually change the set point. When we think about set points, we got to look at genetics, neighborhood, where you grew up, what kind of friends you attract, what kind of schools you went to, the people you date, the people who's around you as your day-to-day friends, from your colleagues to everyone, has a major role with whatever set points you're playing with it. Because you're basically attracting and vibrating, and you're matching your friendship based off of a wavelength, right? So your set point is so hard to change because you're attracting based off of your set point in life financially, right? And so let's think about when someone, how many opportunities somebody may have to start a business, right? And get scared and chicken out, right? How many times so many people meet other people and say, hey, you know what, I'm thinking about actually opening up a mechanic shop, or I'm actually thinking about opening up a hair salon, or I'm actually thinking about opening up a laundromat, and totally gets discouraged after they tell the next person, because that person was on a set point that's lower than the set point of looking at it as a business, because a business creates wealth, right? You're not going to get wealthy from a 9-to-5, right? You might get rich from a 9-to-5, but you're not going to get wealthy to live generation money off of a 9-to-5 and not be your own boss. So when you think about how many times people may say, you know what, I'm going to open a restaurant, how many times people may say, I'm going to actually open this business, and get discouraged by the people around you, you have to understand that person is not on your set point, though. And it's not that that person may be a hater. That person can't see where you're coming from, because the set point of where that person is seeing is not on the level where you can see. And you may look at it like, this is touchable, this is reachable, and may tell this friend because you're hoping for the encouragement, you're hoping for the support, and don't get the support only because that person didn't see on your set point. They didn't see where you can see. They wasn't able to visualize coming out of the set point that they are. And many times people choose comfort, right? You may hear that a new position may open up and it gives you that increase of a paycheck, or you may think about, an opportunity for you to get a promotion, right? And actually just checking out and kind of like defeat your own self and believe that, you know what, it's better off being comfortable in the position that I am, because I don't really want to change, because I don't want to work that hard. And it's not even the fact that you don't want to work that hard to achieve it, is that you're more comfortable with just kind of staying in that set point, right? And you're not even aware that you're so comfortable staying in the set point that you actually was handed, than actually venturing out and actually trying to get doors open and opportunity open for a better financially to have a better life. So when you think about set point, you have to look at where your parents started off from and where you're trying to go. And if you're trying to go up the ladder, think about how the norm has to change. The way you think has to change. Your views has to change. Your beliefs have to change, right? If you want to create this kind of wealth and you want to create this kind of lifestyle, everything has to change around you, because you don't have to only change by being focused on grinding, but you actually have to focus a little bit more on how can you change the set point that you're starting off at. So when you think about set point, you also got to think about your surrounding, right? So there was an old saying that it says, birds of a feather flock together. You have to always remember, you guys are vibrating on the same wavelength. As if you guys can measure a vibration rate, you will see that there's a wavelength of a connection between you and those friends that you're actually hanging around. You may be have different views on certain topics, or you may have different beliefs, but there's something that you share in common with that person that's actually attracting you guys to actually be within that basket of fruits, right? That is making you guys become this friendship, have this friendship, right? So when you think about having that surrounding around you, you got to think about, if I surround myself with people who are not actually ambitious enough to achieve what I want to achieve in a life, how are you going to change that set point? Because now it's going to be a harder task to change that set point. Because every time you say that you want to do something more than what you have, you're going to get a constant knockdown. You're going to constantly get that negativity of why you're doing that. Why you want to lose weight? You look great. Why do you want to get a better job? Why do you want to get that, I don't know, that surgery that you want to get? Why do you want to have certain things like that? Why you want to pay for certain things like that? Why you want this kind of car? These are people that you may hang around that actually vibrate with you on the same wavelength, but they're not willing to change their set point. So the minute they actually see you trying to change your set point, they're uncomfortable with that. They're uncomfortable with that because they're not used to hearing somebody actually make those terms, saying that they want to change their set point, because at the same time, they're comfortable in their set point. So not every time someone may say something, it may sound like they're a hater. We give people too much power by believing that they can actually stop our blessings, right? By actually believing that they can actually hate on us so much that they have that power to discourage us. We actually discourage ourselves. Because if you're around somebody and you say, you know what, I'm going to start this rental property, and I was actually looking into this, I was about to meet with this realtor, and the first thing the other person is saying, like, why you want to do that? I had this friend who actually invested in this rental property, and it didn't work. And you know what, they lost everything, and he quit his job, and nothing worked out, and he everything fell through. You stopped yourself. That person didn't stop you. You stopped yourself, because what you did was allow yourself to get discouraged. You didn't believe in the fact that you had the ability to change your set point. You didn't believe that you can actually achieve these goals. You allowed the negativity to affect you, because you wasn't ready for that change. You can always change your set point, because the beliefs and the thought forms has to change, right? And when you surround yourself with people who don't want to see themselves in that light, they don't want to actually take those steps up that ladder to get it, then definitely they're not going to support you to get it because they're comfortable within their skin. They're comfortable within the set point that they are. So when you come to them and you tell them that you want to do something out of the norm, out of your day-to-day, they're uncomfortable. They don't understand that. Why you want to do that? Why you want to make these changes? There's many times that I had so many friends and I'll say, you know what, I was 30 pounds slimmer than what I am right now, and I actually want to get back to my old weight. And I think I'm about to go back to the gym. And the first thing that person says is, "For what? You look great. Why you want to lose all that weight? Why you want to look skinny? Why you want to look like this? Why you want to look like that?" And this person may be bigger than me. And this person may be around the same weight with me. And it's not because she's hating. She don't have a reason to hate, right? Sometimes people say things and you say, you don't even know if the person is hating because you're like, hating on what? But it's so discouraging. The first thing you think about is, automatically they're hating on me. No, they didn't want to change their set point, and they wanted to actually push that same view on top of you for you not to change your set point. And that's why you have to have more control over the decisions that you want to make in life. You have to have more control on the direction that where you want to go in life, because you have to understand that you're the creator of your own world. When you actually want something in life, you can achieve it by having that faith, by manifesting what you want. So you can always change the set point in your life by actually having your beliefs change, your views change, and this will open up opportunities for you. Because if you believe, you know what, I want to open that restaurant. You know what I mean? And if you sit there and you think nothing but positivity, where you're going to find the right investor, you're going to find the right location, you're going to have the right marketing team, you're going to be able to have numerous customers, then everything will work out. But if you tend to meet people and you're always waiting for that co-signment, right? You want to be waiting for everybody to co-sign on everything that you're doing. You're waiting for that person to give you the encouragement, the support, and you're actually not around other people who have restaurants, right? So many times we tell people our dreams, and that person is not even on the predicament that we want to be. We don't want to. They're in a place in their life where they're not even looking to be a restaurant owner. They're looking to be just a regular worker, a regular 9-to-5 worker. So you go to somebody like that, and they automatically get fear because that's a set point that they're comfortable on. So when you go to them and you say, "Hey, you know what? I'm thinking about investing, $30,000 into this restaurant," and immediately the person see fear and they say, "Why you want to do that? You want to take all that money up to do a restaurant? Most restaurants fail in 3 years. Why you want to do that?" You can't get encouragement from somebody like that. You have to be able to motivate yourself sometimes. You have to believe in yourself sometimes. You have to say to yourself, "I can actually make it. I know what I'm doing. I don't need that support from anybody to just actually get up and say, you know what, I'm going to change my set point." As we know, right? So when I made the comment before, like, birds of a feather flock together, people you hang around tend to rub off their views on you, right? You may be with someone and that person may tell you something, and they may tell you about things that they like or what they dislike or how they see the world, and before you know it, you're sharing your thoughts, you're sharing your views, you're sharing your beliefs. And sometimes we tend to get a little bit more open-minded and basically adopt some of these people's similarities on their views. So when we think like that, we got to always remember that we got to keep a barrier up. We can't allow somebody to come into our life, or even meet people and come into our life and actually influence us on things that we may not want, right? If I want a restaurant and I'm within a group of people that's on my set point that I attract, because when I actually rolled in on this realm, my family bloodline didn't have that door open up of opportunity to connect into that frequency of energy of money, and I'm in this certain bracket of middle class, and I'm now trying to aim for rich, right? I don't have any rich friends who own businesses. What views can I actually get from the people who don't want a business that I'm actually hanging around? So then that means you have to put up a barrier wall when you share your views, right? Sometimes we share things that we want to do with other people, And when we share these views, automatically we change our views. We say, you know what, I don't think I can actually make it anymore. You know what, I was thinking about opening up this restaurant, but after I talked to Bill, and Bill told me he don't want to, he don't want me to do it because his friend actually did it, and it's scary. Some people you tell somebody something and that person will spend the whole day trying to convince you why you shouldn't do something that you think that could benefit you and your family, right? And you have to think about that. I'm okay with your opinion, but your opinion don't hold dominance over what I'm trying to accomplish in life, right? I'm okay with you giving me your views, but just know that at the end of the day, it's not going to influence me to the point where it's going to make me stop wanting to open that restaurant. I don't care if Sally, Jessica, Kelly failed with their restaurant, right? Because I know that I'm going to be able to learn from whatever mistakes I did. And if I fail, I'm going to get back up and I'm actually going to achieve and be successful, whatever I'm trying to do, right? Because I'm going to learn from any mistake that comes to my path, because you have to understand the only person who can open the door for opportunity and success is you. And when you believe in yourself, doors will be open. Doors will be open because now you will be able to actually get those doors open, because you're going to actually meet the right person to actually help you on your way. And that's how you have to look at everything when you're thinking about a set point of what you're trying to accomplish in life, because the only person that can create that success is you. You got to think about, if you actually have, when you have friends that is in a better predicament than you, right? And they're on a higher set point, and you tell that person what you're trying to do, watch and see that person grab you by the hand and pull you up. Majority of times, that's the person who will grab you by the hand and pull you up. Because that person is looking at it like you're not a threat, right? Let's be real honest here. This person is like, you're not a threat. You're not going to do better than me. Because there's a lot of envious, jealous people out there, right? Who will be like, okay, I don't want you to do better than me. But that's a person on the same set point with you. So if you're a person that you met somebody and you randomly met somebody and it was a genuine friendship, and this person has a store already, if this person doesn't look at you as a threat and they don't see the greatness that you can actually succeed more than them, majority of the time this person is going to say, hey, listen, let me show you the ropes, how to do it. That person is not going to talk you out of it, though. That's one thing. They're not going to talk you out of it and say, why, when, how you going to get that money? They're not going to say these things, right? They're going to actually help you out and tell you where to go. But when you're sitting on a set point with people that they may be, let's just go somewhere, right? Let's make some examples. This person is a nurse, and here you are as a cashier, right? You go to the nurse and you tell the nurse, you know what, I've been saving my money. I've been looking into getting some grants. I want to actually I want to invest into having this kind of business. And that person automatically turn around and tell you, why? For what? What do you want to do that for? Right? That person don't want you to come out of that set point. They're so comfortable seeing you in that set point. They're not used to seeing you have more than them. But if you met somebody who is already a business owner, why wouldn't they show you the rope and look at you as an apprentice, right? When we think about how many times people have, let's look at let's give an example, a plumber helper. The plumber who's actually working and teaching him the ropes is not sitting there to be like, oh, whoa, he's going to come take my job. Because he's confident in what he's doing. He's not worried about, okay, if I teach him to work, all of a sudden the boss is going to like him and take my job. And that's the same thing when that business person who has that business already is not looking at you as a threat. Oh, you're about to steal all my customers. They're going to show you the rope because they're on a higher set point than you. But if you're talking to people on a similar set point or just a little more than you, that person is not going to clap you or applaud you on the way up. Majority of the time, that's the person who's going to talk you out of what you're trying to achieve. So changing the set point, you have to understand, changing the set point has to start with you and how you believe and how you think. And then you have to actually pay attention to the people that you want to share your information with. And then you want to be able to actually open up to be more friendly, to actually gain the friends that's in a better set point than you. Because guess what? We got to attract a whole different vibration to actually be around people who's doing better than us sometimes, so we can actually have somebody show us the rope. Because if you don't have anybody showing you the rope, how would you get it? How would you know how to do it? When I was early on in my career and I wanted to be a recruiter, I didn't have anybody to actually look at and say, who did this recruiting before? I had to do a lot of, going out there and going on the interview and really sitting back and listening to see what they wanted. And I had to redo my resume a million zillion times until I got the right resume to actually get me out there. So sometimes in life, when you're actually trying to achieve things, you have to know that you're going to actually fall. You have to know sometimes you're actually going to fail at first. But once you fail, you got to get back up and try again. And try again. You got to keep dusting yourself off and try again. And guess what? You are going to master that. You are going to succeed. And it's just like somebody wanting to play basketball. The first couple of times when they was a child and they was shooting that hoop, they weren't getting it in that basket. But a few practice and constant keep trying to go at it, guess what? Eventually they're going to get it and they're going to shoot that basket. And that's exactly how you got to think when you're actually trying to change your set point. If you're trying to change your set point, don't get discouraged because you don't have that money right now. Don't get discouraged right now because you think that's aiming too high. I remember being younger and having friends, and I was in high school, and everyone would say, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? And I'll be like, I want to be an attorney. And people will laugh. They will laugh at me. They'll be like, how you going to be an attorney? Why not? Why can't I be an attorney? You can do whatever you want to do as long as you don't allow somebody to discourage you, because you got to think about it. If I allow you to get to me, guess what? You're going to keep me in a set point in life that I'm never going to be able to achieve and succeed in where I'm trying to go in life. So it all starts with you. And thank you for watching. And thumbs up and subscribe.